I present Issa Odidi, BSc, MSc, MBA, PhD, an academic giant and colossus that bestrides both the academic and business worlds, a two-in-one combination, the rare research and development guru, a professor of pharmaceutics, an innovator and inventor, a first-class scientist, an industrialist stroke manufacturer, a man that believes in dogged and uncompromising commitment to defending ideals, a politician both in theory and practice, whose actions have greatly helped to shape the political landscape of Nigeria and Canada, an ambassador plenipotentiary of African causes that has made the diaspora instrument a veritable and effective weapon for addressing Africa's continental problems, a man of peace, both in advocacy and conduct, a true patriot, a Pan-Africanist, a great motivator, a mentor, a facilitator, a bridge builder, a man of intimidating achievements, who is highly respected and revered in scholarly circles, and in the industrial world, an entrepreneur par excellence, a man most worthy of honor, an epitome of the outstanding accomplishments of Nigerians in the diaspora who are doing Nigeria and indeed Africa proud, a worthy and illustrious son of Edo State, the present icon, great Professor Issa Odidi. Dr. Issa Odidi had a solid educational foundation that was laid both here in Nigeria and internationally. He received his BSc degree in pharmacy from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, and his MSc Pharmaceutical Technology and PhD Pharmaceutics degrees from the University of London, England. While already a course specialist, to position himself for effective business management, Dr. Odidi went further to also graduate from the highly regarded Western Executive Management Program at the Ivy School of Business, University of Western Ontario. He's also a member of the University of Toronto, Rothman School of Business class of 2001, where he obtained his Master of Business Administration. Dr. Issa Odidi is a core academic who for many years was given to full-time lecturing and research. He held senior positions in academia and has continued to nurture young academics even after veering to business and industry. He currently holds a chair as Professor of Pharmaceutical Technology in Canada and is an adjunct professor at the Institute for Molecular Medicine, California, United States of America. A remarkable feature of Dr. Odidi's early academic career was that he conscientiously and devotedly pursued research, and in the process, he came up with notable inventions. Interestingly, rather than wait for those who will translate his inventions into practical use, he moved into industrial production. Dr. Odidi epitomizes the much desired connection between research and development, R&D, which is a sine qua non for national development. Chancellor, sir, Dr. Odidi's mercurial performance in the industrial world has been quite outstanding. From 1995 to 1998, Dr. Issa Odidi held positions, first as director, then as vice president of research, drug development and new technologies at BioVale Corporation International, now BioVale Corporation, a drug delivery company. During this time, Dr. Odidi developed several blockbuster drugs, including super generics of the very difficult to duplicate Atlat CC by Bayer and the Procadia 40 of Pfizer. In 1998, Dr. Issa Odidi and Dr. Amina Odidi co-founded Intel Pharmaceutics Incorporated, the predecessor of the now publicly traded Intelli Pharmaceutics International Incorporated. Dr. Isa Odidi is a founder and one of the principals of Intelli Pharmaceuticals and serves as chairman of the board, chief executive officer, co-chief scientific officer, and chair of scientific advisory board. In the pharmaceutical industry, Dr. Odidi is highly regarded for his entrepreneurial acumen and managerial efficiency, something rare for a scientist. He is also a highly respected innovator and inventor with a long history of success. His works have been cited in textbooks, and he has also published over 100 scientific and medical papers, articles, and textbooks. Dr. Odidi's role in the company, Intelli Pharmaceuticals Incorporated, is to provide inventive approaches to drug formulation, strategic direction, managerial and scientific guidance, and to oversee the widest commercialization of the company's considerable scientific capabilities. Dr. Odidi is a leading pharmaceutical scientist responsible for the pharmaceutical technology and related products that have had a far-reaching impact on Africa and the rest of the world. He continues to develop the technology and products that have a tremendous impact on Africa and millions of sick people around the world in chronic disease areas, including hypertension, diabetes, depression, and many others. He is highly motivated in his work by his undying commitment and passion for improving the lot of humanity worldwide. Chancellor, sir, a remarkable credential of Dr. Odidi's illustrious career has been his dogged commitment to the uplift of Mother Africa. Hence, he has been involved in various projects connected with Africa's development. In this regard, he is currently a member of the Global Leadership Foundation and continues to push the African agenda to the forefront of discussions through international advocacy. The Global Leadership Foundation, founded by F.W. de Klerk of South Africa, promotes good governance, democratic institutions, open markets, human rights and the rule of law, and the prevention and resolution of conflict through mediation. As a GLF member, Dr. Odidi joins ranks with other members that include former Prime Minister of Canada, Right Honorable Joe Clark, former Prime Minister of New Zealand, Mike Moore, and former Prime Minister of France, Michel Rocard, just to name a few. To accelerate the focus on Africa, Dr. Odidi sponsored the first ever GLF meeting in Canada, held in October 2008, where world leaders gathered and discussed issues that would benefit Africa tremendously. This meeting took place at the prestigious Pillar and the Post property located in Niagara on the lake in Canada. In his continuing struggles for Africa, Dr. Odidi is also a member of the Executive Council and an administrator of the Canadian Council on Africa, CC Africa. CC Africa is a highly influential Canadian organization dedicated to promoting trade and investment between the Canadian and African communities, with a focus on capacity building and serving private and public organizations with business interests in Africa. Dr. Odidi continues to work with the organization to get work on Africa done, while urging continuous hard work to promote the African agenda and spiritual relations and trade agreements with the continent. Chancellor, sir, Dr. Odidi continues to navigate new vistas in his unquenchable interest in the development of Africa in general, and more specifically our beloved country, Nigeria. He is a pioneer in the evolution of diaspora Nigerians' involvement in the political landscape of Nigeria. Dr. Odidi is the founder of the New Democratic Political Party. The party was the first political party in Nigeria and in Africa to be formed and managed from abroad. Dr. Isa Odidi's decision to form the New Democrats Political Party was rooted in his love and passion for Africa and in his devotion to the country, even while residing in Canada. Dr. Odidi actually contested the 2007 April Nigerian elections and challenged the Nigerian Constitution on the question of a dual citizen running for presidential elections. Dr. Odidi changed history in the historic landmark decision by the courts to allow a dual citizen to contest the elections. seat was a major accomplishment for Dr. Odidi and all Africans in diaspora due to his tremendous precedence. He has continued to show keen interest in political development in Nigeria. While in Canada, he has continued to mobilize human and natural resources for the uplift of mankind, especially Africa. He is the governor of the Canadian International Peace Project, and the Canadian International Peace Project is an independent, non-partisan organization dedicated to promoting peace, development, and security, locally, nationally, and internationally. Through his capacity as governor, Dr. Odidi's work has contributed to humanitarianism, peace, and development in Africa and the rest of the world, promoting greater education, understanding, and harmony among a wide range of racial, ethnic, linguistic, and cultural communities. Dr. Isa Odidi has the character of a leader and espouses a true global and African citizenship. His work across science, politics, business, and the peace process are qualities of a true leader. Chancellor Sir, the Odidi success story is an eloquent testimony to the veracity of the adage that behind every successful man, there is a woman. Dr. Odidi is blessed with a great woman of substance and royal pedigree, Dr. Mrs. Amina Odidi, a princess of the royal family of the Kano Emirate. She received her BSc in pharmacy, MSc in biopharmaceutics, and her PhD in pharmaceutics from the University of London. She co-founded Interleaf Pharmaceutics Incorporated, the predecessor of the publicly traded Interleaf Pharmaceutics International Incorporation. She has continued to co-invent, co-invest, co-produce, and synergize with her darling husband, Dr. Odidi. They have been an unstoppable winning team. Chancellor Sir, great achievers, those that chart the course of human development, individuals of impeccable character, visionaries, inventors, scholars, industrialists, great entrepreneurs, men that are conscientious, focused, tenacious in pursuing set goals, patriots, nationalists, social crusaders, defenders of the downtrodden, lovers and promoters of peace, mentors, inspirational leaders, and indeed men that have been blessings to their fellow men and women, and indeed to humanity. Such men deserve honor and deserve to be celebrated. Such is a man, is Dr. Isa Odidi. It is this rare gem, a most worthy and illustrious son of Esako land, Edo State, Nigeria, and by adoption Canada, that I now most enthusiastically present to you by the authority of Senate and Council for award of the Doctor of Science DSc degree of the University of Benin, Honoris Causa. The Chancellor, sir.
by the powers proper to me as Chancellor, in the name of Senate and Council, I confer on you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science, DSc, Honoris Causa of the University of Benin.
Chancellor, sir, the University of Benin, on the recommendation of